What's going on, guys? It's Jordan back today with today's first video. And in today's first video, we're going to take a look at Zilliqa because you haven't really looked at it in a while, okay? We're going to see what are we looking at right now. Should we panic on this dump, or are we getting support at a level we actually should be? Well, I think it's the second option. We're getting support exactly where we should be. You can see exactly in the chart right now. But first, guys, if you guys are new to the channel, end up liking today's content, make sure you guys smack that subscribe button right down below. Appreciate all you guys to take your time out of your day to do that for me, as always. All right, so let's not waste any more time and jump. We're going to start actually today with the daily chart, because most of the things I want to look at here are on the daily chart, okay? So you can see really on our daily time frame, if we zoom out, right? When in doubt, zoom out. You guys know the drill, all right? We're still just in this big rising wedge right now for Zilliqa, and I do not think it's time to panic at all until we actually break down out of this wedge, okay? So you can see right now, we've been in 3 bull flags here, all the way on the way up in this wedge, all right, for Zil. You can see down here in August, we formed the bull flag right here, and we ended up just pumping back up to the upside. We did the same thing here back in January, where we consolidated for almost a month and then pumped up to the upside. So are we kind of doing the same thing right now? Well, if you look, right, you can see we've gotten 2 touches so far on the bottom. We've gotten 2 touches on the top now. So it's not 100% confirmed, but it looks like it wants to make some type of bull flag. And this one might be shorter because we're getting very, very close to the bottom of that wedge support. So it's possible we could bounce around in here a little bit more, but eventually we're going to get a move to the upside, all right? Or we're going to have to break down to the downside out of this big rising wedge, all right? So we're going to have to see a move, in my opinion, by technically March 11th. So within the next 2 weeks, we're probably going to see another big move for Zil, either to the top, back up to this wedge, which could be a massive move, or to the bottom, all right? So that's kind of the macro view what we're looking at. You can see, so for the last, really since about November 7th, you can see our 50-day moving average has been really good support on when we dump to the downside. You can see we dumped here, we got support on it, support, and our last one we just got support on as well. So the 50-day moving average is absolutely crucial, within the last couple months when Zil decides to take a little sleeper on us, like a lot of altcoins have been doing for the last couple of days. But we recently did get a bounce, and you can see why that happened, right? We had bullish divergence on the RSI here. You can see we got lower lows on the RSI, right? And we got from our last swing lows, we got higher lows in price action, which is pushing us up to the upside. Now let's see if we can get continued bounce going on into the next couple days, guys, all right? But moving on over to our 4-hour chart, you can see I have the same wedge drawn here, but we're just going to take a look at our support and resistances of what we have going on here. You can see what we did today is we pumped straight up to this red line, which is big resistance, right? We can see our resistance back here. We had support on it. We had support on it here, right? And now we just got resistance, once again, right at that level. And we pulled back to this first green line, which is our resistance back here, support back here, right? So big line there that we wicked down to, but we ended up holding it as support, and now we're getting, another wick back to the upside, okay? So that looks good, guys. And you can see exactly where we wicked down to at the bottom of this wedge, also matched up perfectly with our previous local high here back in, right about on Christmas, not on Christmas, but the 27th of December. You can see how we really wicked right down to that line, and now we're wicking back up. So perfect, right? That's what we want to see. It's a classic support, really a resistance into support flip, okay? So perfect, right? And we cooled down our 4-hour RSI, so we still have a lot of room to run. Right now, we're only at a 44 on the 4-hour RSI, so everything looks perfect there. Now, guys, if we continue to dump down to the downside for whatever reason, I think 82 cents is really our bottom. You can see why. We've gotten resistance on that multiple times in the past, and so I think just a big support will be built up there. If we did dump out of our big wedge, I don't think us going down to that level would be our absolute low point. I mean, from our top to our bottom, that would be about a 47 or about 48% correction. So, I mean, that's the absolute bottom for me. I mean, we already got a 40% correction. So if you didn't have the chance to buy this dip already, you might have missed out. But, you know, still buying right now, I think is still a really good buying opportunity. That gave you a nice 25% sale on some Zil. All right. So perfect if you bought some right now. Now, that's kind of the shorter term time frame. In the medium term time frame, all right? So those are the two time frames there. Now we're going to switch to the weekly chart. And you can see exactly where our last pump up to was our 0.618 Fibonacci, and we pulled back. And it looks like now, you know, we broke down below our 0.5 Fibonacci, but you can see we wicked right down to our 382 Fibonacci and also our previous local highs. All right, so perfect on the Fibonacci there. You can see we're also cooling down on our weekly RSI. Okay, we're getting out of that overbought territory, and we're moving back into our normal territory on the RSI, if you want to say that. Also, if we continue, you know, down for Zil, at least for this week, right? If we close somewhere where we are right now, we could have some divergence or bullish divergence on the RSI forming if we continue where we are right now, or continue down a little lower. All right, so we'll have to wait and see, guys. But this is looking like this could play out. If we continue to stay where we at right now or continue lower, like I said. So we'll have to keep watching on like this, but I am liking that RSI is getting out of that overbought territory, okay? Now a quick look at the Zil Bitcoin pair. You can see we could actually be forming a giant bull flag, or not bull flag, a symmetrical triangle, all right? We've gotten 3 touches on the bottom here, and we've gotten 2 touches on the top for the Zil Bitcoin pair, okay? So, you know, do we just get a bounce here and, you know, continue in this triangle until eventually breaking upside or to the downside? It's very, very possible. And a breakout out of this would put us in crazy territory, really. So, guys, I mean, this is looking bullish to me, how we just wicked right off that bottom support. So maybe we see Zil and maybe we see about altcoins in general start to catch up. We know we looked at Ethereum. The Ethereum Bitcoin ratio, Ethereum might be ready to take a big move according to Bitcoin. So maybe we see altcoins in general really start catching up on Bitcoin within the next couple weeks, guys. But that's the video on Zil today, right? I appreciate you guys coming out, watching the video. If you're new and ended up enjoying today's content, make sure you smack that subscribe button down below. I come out with 2 videos every single day and also live stream every single day as well at about 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, guys, go check out my Patreon right down in the description, right? So for $1 a month, you can support me. You get access to my Discord. You probably saw a bunch of the notifications pop up on the bottom right. So go click on that in the description and go check it out. Also, for $10 a month, you guys can get unlimited access to all, you know, private videos, right? So I'm going to be coming out with 3 new videos this weekend, right? That's going to be only for my Patreons over on my Patreon. So if you guys want to go check those out this weekend, I'll be dropping those, but only if you're a Patreon, okay? So that's the video on Zil today. I'll see you guys in the next video that should be uploaded after this one very, very shortly. Peace out.